Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess. It's Tuesday, the 2nd of April. Yes, I still sound a little bit under the weather, but I'm much better. Thank you for all your love and your healing and your kind words. The doctor's has put me on antibiotics, so I shouldn't cough so badly today with a bit of luck. Okay, let's get cracking. What's going on for today? Devil energy here. So the devil, I love the devil card. I know he's the card of Capricorn, but it's not just because of that. It's because it's such a really diverse and meaningful card, and not always, it's not bad. It just looks horrible. The devil card talks about taking things to extremes. It's about obsession. So things like lust, addictions, things that are really way, way more than they should be. We can have the devil energy when we just are overeaters. But it also can represent the ego. And the ego is something that can be a problem for people because they put their ego in front of their true self because they're scared to be who they need to be. So it can represent codependency and narcissism as well in readings. The devil energy can come up when you're dealing with someone like this, or it can come up because you're in this energy. Now behind that we do have the 7 of Cups. So this is something here. And behind that, we have the Lovers. Okay, this is quite interesting here. Now, there could be someone who's presenting as someone who loves and cares about you. This could be an illusion. They could be coming in for other reasons here. So it could be someone who is more addicted to the sexual side than maybe the love side. This can also mean that you have an illusion about love from codependency. So there are a few different, let me just go a bit further here. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you're starting to realize here the illusions you have about love, and it's through something to do with your ego, something to do with what you were taught about love that isn't real. Very interesting. We'll get into it in your reading. Okay, 9 of Swords coming out here. So the 9 of Swords talks of sleepless nights, of dreaming about your demons, not being able to get rid of things. This is the over-analysis paralysis thing, not being able to get out of your own thoughts, your mind running around like a train. I did that from about 1 to 3 this morning. The moon is coming through here as well. So this is also about things that you don't know that are going on. So if you've got this, not able to sleep at night and you're worrying about something, you're doing it, but you don't actually know the answers to what you're thinking. So you're wasting your time going through this thought process, not really understanding what's behind that. So say, for example, somebody was horrible to you. Not that there's any excuse for that. But then you sit up all night worrying about it because you don't know why they were horrible to you. But it turns out they were horrible to you because they were having a really bad day and something really terrible happened to them and you were just on the receiving end of that. Now, I know that's extreme, not good enough behaviour, but a good example of what I'm trying to explain here. This feels like this, like you're worrying over someone else's problems and you don't know the answers. The truth is about to come in, though. So if you've been wondering about someone else's motivations, behaviours, or why they've been doing what they have been doing, you are about to get a truth here. I like that. I could stop the reading there. This person could have a broken heart. They could have broken your heart. They could have caused you heart pain. You could have caused them pain in the heart. But whatever it is, the truth is about to come out. And it will be the end of negativity. So there's an end of a cycle that has to come through this process here. Something has to end, but we'll give a good recap at the end here. Because yes, there's your ending. So something has to end here because of something that's happened. And then there's a decision here. A tossing up, a balancing, a trying to work out how to get yourself back into balance. I'm reading the cards before they get here today. And this is about then having a conversation around working on something. Okay, so for some of you, this is about work. For others of you, this is about love. Being we did have the Lovers card up the front here. So this is about destroying your illusion about love or understanding your illusions about love. Okay. What I see here is having sleepless nights over something you know nothing about. So somebody could have done something or said something or behaved in a certain way that has left you feeling this very sort of heavy energy about self-blame, self-worth, and the whys. Why did it happen? It's something to do with a broken heart, and this could be you or the other person, because don't forget energies flip-flop here. But there's some sort of process that has to go through here to help you close out a cycle. And I feel like when I see this card, it's some sort of cycle that you've carried with you over, maybe generations, perhaps not in your own lifetime, in others' lifetimes, but also from a child. You've carried some sort of pattern here from when you were a small child. And it's to do with romantic love. So it's your idea of what romantic love looks like. And you've been carrying this a very long time. And perhaps you've questioned often when relationships have left you brokenhearted, or you've left relationships, why these patterns occur. Now, for those of you out there who are watching me who are empaths, who have dated or been with or married narcissistic people, and we say narcissistic in the personality type, not in the the psychological explanation, because I don't want people turning around and accusing me of, using my psychology, but people with those sort of attributes of a narcissist. So the very cruel, controlling, mean people who are just as insufficient of childhood love as what most people were, or sometimes got an overabundance of it, depending, but they never really had a balanced childhood. So getting into way too much depth there. But anyway, for those people who are dealing with what I call the narcissistic types, you may have come out of something here that's led you questioning yourself. What did I do wrong? What could I have done differently? Could I have done this in another way? And for some of you here, it's like, why can't I find love? Why can't I find someone who loves me? All of those sort of things. Well, something is going to be told to you or said to you, and it could be by someone you've had a breakup with, that's going to help you to understand. So the universe is helping you to understand here why this happens. And you are actually being given the opportunity to close out this cycle, to move forward towards your own truth here. Now, when I look at this, there's a number of you out there really trying to seek balance here. And in order to get this balance, you've got to let something die. And I really believe by seeing these cards that it's some sort of illusion you have around love, or how love should be. So, for example, if you were always told that, the guy would come in on a white horse, rescue you from all the bad stuff and take you away into the sunset so you never had to experience anything again, and love you to the end of time and care about you, and always make sure that nothing ever hurt you and harmed you, and you would never fight and argue, then you have an illusion. Love is not like that at all. Now, love doesn't hurt, so we know that because we've been in narcissistic relationships and they hurt, and we have had to walk away from people that we've loved. So we know it isn't so much about that, but it's some illusion here that you have about love, that you're seeking in other people rather than understanding it's within yourself. And that's not a blame thing. This is a good thing, because you are starting to see that you are perfect. You don't have to rely on someone else to make you perfect. You don't rely on someone else to make you happy. So when you watch those romantic movies and they talk about things like, you complete me and things like that, you complete yourself. You complete yourself. You are who you are. You are beautiful as you are. You are whole as you are. There is no damage there. Why people think you carry damage around with you, I have no idea. You don't carry damage. You carry memories, you carry sadness, yes, but you can do stuff with those. But the damages are always there. You can heal it. So, I'm not saying that's the same for everybody, by the way. Some people just refuse to work on themselves, and there's nothing you can do about that. But for those who want to better themselves, they can. And you only have to read about people who've had really tough lives and then have grown up to become these amazing people who've achieved such amazing things. Sir Alec Guinness would be one of them, who was a homeless kid. To know that you can better yourself. You just have to have self-belief. So I feel like what's happening here, this is a very deep reading, but what's happening is here, you're being given some sort of key here to understanding how to move forward without carrying this pain of past relationships with you. So it's almost like something is happening to help you let that die off in order to move forward. And I feel like this card of working on yourself, you're not doing it alone here. There's somebody coming in here to give you a hand to work on this. So I feel like somebody is coming into the picture here, but I don't have much in the way of actual people. So I feel like it could be someone that offers you an energy of being able to move forward here after having a good understanding enough to bring yourself into balance to understand how to move forward without this pain. So very deep reading here. But it does talk of finding balance, letting things die, and being able to work on what you have by having a truth that's given to you here that takes you out of this negative thinking about yourself. So that's the simplified end to it. But there's some sort of codependency, ego. Maybe you're able to cut out your ego stuff here, or realize what part of you is ego. I have an understanding of what your ego does to you, how it represents you, how it represents your emotions when you're upset, and how you treat others. All of those sort of things are part of this reading. Oh my goodness, we have the Hawk Prince again. Now, I know other people love this card as well. The Hawk Prince talks of spirit communication and paying attention. He's number 11. So I'm going to read him to you again because he's a beautiful card. And it really talks about spiritual support on your journey. Okay, so the Hawk Prince appears with good news. He flies into your life to alert you that a message is coming to help you manifest your destiny, which is what I've just been talking about. Expect a phone call, letter, email, or conversation that lets you know the next step to take towards your greatest good, or to tell you that you've arrived at an important stage along your path. The Hawk Prince is also the ally for spirit communication, so pay attention when you think you hear something important pop at you on the radio, on the TV, or overhearing the conversations of strangers. Spirit is constantly in dialogue with you. Are you listening? Stay open and expect Spirit to speak to you and show you the way to your prosperity in all aspects of your life. And I feel this is exactly what's happening in this reading. It's almost like you're getting something coming through here that will sort of help you on your way and help you to understand how to move forward without this horrible regret, remorse and pain that you're carrying. Someone's coming in here. I just can't see them yet. Someone that's been brought in by spirit to help you work on yourself. Could be a friend, lover, I don't know, but they're on the way here. Thanks everyone, have a great day.